Finally made it to Tirana, Albania. I'm currently in Skanderbeg Square, which is this massive square with some pretty sweet buildings. This building looks like Skanderbeg's face. Ice cream people just lost their tent. And it looks like we're about to get Tirana Fest.
Java, Kavali, Maksu, Dervish, La, Lo, Aksu, Aida, Hu, Luz.
My taxi cab driver yesterday from the airport was telling me about how when he was 10 years old in 1991, his father came running home and saying that the communist regime had fallen, which didn't make sense at the time. What did that mean? And the first thing that he did was he shifted all the antennas at the house to face Italy so they could get the Italian news, because during communist times, if you did that, arrested immediately. And here's the former dictator Enver Hoxha's house right there. Gotta love when a communist dictator has a huge mansion to live in. So during the communist rule, most all the religious institutions, places of worship were destroyed. In 1967, I think, Albania declared itself an atheist state, so there was no religion. But one of the religious buildings that was not destroyed was this older mosque from the 1700s, because most of the religious buildings now are pretty new, because a lot of them were destroyed. All right, I'm going to continue walking across this enormous plaza that doesn't seem to end, and just let everybody look at me while I film myself. So here in the southern city of Korça is a good example of the communist regime in the 60s and 70s getting rid of the religious spaces. So they bashed down this church in 1971, and they put a library in to take its place. But where the church stands, they've implemented that into the stone in the ground. So I'll show you. There, behind me, you can see in the stone how the church used to look. But now there's a library here. So, when the communist dictator Enver Hoxha died in 1985 after 40 plus years of dictatorial rule over Albania, this kind of memorial was built for him, a pyramid, but it's no longer a memorial to the dictator. So it's been kind of transformed, and I'm going to try to make my way to the top. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm inside the pyramid now. It looks like there's some communal workspaces and other things that are kind of cool collaborative spaces, but I don't really understand it yet. Like this.